Welcome to this heartfelt and exploratory transmission where I continue my channeling of the Pashas, the Leonid energy beings from Sirius. This will commence an episodic series of galactic wisdom, a journey of connection, transformation, and insight. This discussion starts with the fundamental layer of a daily schedule where a chance reference triggered an outpouring of questions around sexuality and intimacy. Today we discover how we can step into a divine radiance of love on Earth. What is something that the Pashas would like to share with humanity? We are here. We are watching, waiting. We are available for contact. We help facilitate contact. We are interested in watching the unfolding of this time on Earth. It is a time of great change, with much variety of experience taking place and still to take place. Energies will continue to get more intense, and this is the change you are here to help facilitate. What perspectives do you have around deciding on a daily schedule? In your experience of time, your world has more artificial constructs than most, of which create confusion upon what may be the best schedule, but these options also exist for a wide range of experience to be had on your planet. So your sleeping and waking schedule in this life has been less natural, but offered its own set of unique experience as a result, of which you could not have had otherwise. But now you realize more fully the opposite is also true. You may not know exactly what is natural, but you do realize that making this shift can present quite a different range of experiences. Changes don't have to be permanent, but it's important to take the time and dedication necessary to create a new habit. 21 days, so they say. Take pride in knowing that most of the time your schedule is your own. It's the basis for how you decide to experience and interact with the world. What's been holding me back? There has been an unwillingness to change, to step outside of the comfort zone or the lazy zone. You must be the one who decides to change. We can't make you do it. And it's not that we want to have any particular outcome on your life. We don't wish to interfere in anyone's life, but we enjoy providing some guidance when asked. We're not going to take out our magic wand and change bad habits like they never existed. You and many others who are on Earth have experienced much programming during your lifetimes here. Now comes an impetus to change up that programming in a more individual and independent way than before. The crux of any schedule is discipline. Not that schedules or discipline are always the best way to go about things, but it is what will be of most help to you at this time. It will actually open up a lot of freedom opportunities, for you will realize where you've been holding yourself back elsewhere. You would like to know how to improve contact with us. Relax. Tune into our energy. Find it more fully. Feel it. We will be able to strengthen this connection through daily practice, which isn't to say that you need to talk to us every day. Is it too much to talk to you every day? Perhaps not. We will see. There doesn't need to be any kind of commitment because we will reach out to each other when it is desired and needed. You still have much to sort out within yourself, so much of that will be taking place. We are happy to share when it's not too strenuous, of course, because then it's just hanging out, after all. Hanging out with the bros. Big cat bros. Interesting reference. Cam and Ayer. What do we think of homosexuality? There are many different experiences one can choose. We do not wish to claim one is right and one is wrong. There are many applicable choices and paths, but you want to know if it is, let us say that you can find the experiences that you want. They do exist in space and time, as do a given opposite parameter. You wish to explain perhaps more of what you mean. You seek a more intimate closeness with your kin that is not limited or separated by gender, sharing very intimate energies with males and females alike. Well, perhaps if this is made to be the thrust of your seeking or query, you shall more easily find. You wonder about your attraction to this concept. You wonder about, is it just a pipe dream? You wonder about the other world, and is it the paradise, bliss you would want it to be? What is it that you seek? I want to share in a great depth of feeling and emotion, a great intimacy with others. Is it not an intimate connection that we share now? Yes, it is actually very intimate. I mean, considering that you can essentially step into me in a manner of speaking, or connect with my energy in a more whole way compared to humans laying next to each other. Although ethereal being the word, you would say that you don't know me, us, as well. But then, how well do you know someone just by factor of laying with them? Plenty of examples you think of where that does not correlate. Whereas with this connection, the feeling is there, as strong as any close physical contact variety you've had before. So you wonder how energy beings can indeed be more intimate in this way. How can you establish more intimate connections with people regardless of sexuality? For that is what you truly desire, no? More intimate and loving connections with others. We can certainly assure you that in your journey, a more intimate and loving connectedness awaits. The ascension journey is one of embodying love, being love, getting ever closer to a divine radiance of love. You wonder how we can love someone such as yourself, who you say is a sexual deviant. We connect with your heart. We know that in your environment on Earth, you have went through experiences that have not been, to say, entirely of your choosing always, but a path of exploration. But you are in an environment where that exploration is indeed allowed. You don't know if it's right for you? Nothing ever is. I mean, not forever. There is no permanency, and you will not be permanently gay as you will not be permanently male or lion or human. Do not worry about experiences that you have had or will have in other incarnations, because this is the one you are in now. You would like to get to know us better. What can we share with you? We can share energy. You want to connect from the heart. Feel yourself open to love without judgment. You wonder how you can feel more fully yourself as you did that Lionsgate. You are embarking on a path of self-discovery, among other things. You will steadily get more familiar with yourself to where you will experience at least an equivalent state of bliss and comfort within yourself. What advice can you give me for coming more fully into myself? The steps you are deciding to take now, you are listening better, coming to agreements. This is laying the foundation. Waking up at 3:33 is the first layer of the foundation. Journaling, self-care, and connecting with soul are the next. What else might I focus on after sunrise to help me come more fully into myself? Being out in nature, grounding, walking barefoot, drinking a bit more water, eating a bit less and healthier, getting sun on your body, less time in front of screens, less artificial light, practicing more creativity and more unique self expression. All things you have heard before, right? But as with your knowledge about working out, it's about putting it into practice. And yes, more stretching, exercise, yoga, calisthenics. You know all the things, all the most basic things that will help. How can I appropriately balance the work that I would like to do on my laptop as well as video games without the screen time being overly disruptive? Balance. Would you agree that for every 1 hour sitting down staring at a screen, you should, at the very least, be spending 1 hour not doing that? Rather, being outside in a natural environment? That would make sense. It's weird that the thought of it feels such a departure from the way my life has been lived here. Indeed. You're wondering what there is to gain from being outside so extensively? Well, your health, your well-being. You remember how those couple of times you went walking on the trail barefoot, you were immediately connected with yourself much better than any other times in recent memory. We're not saying that you have to spend 9 hours outside in nature each day, but we offer this example as a comparison and something to consider. We are being sticklers on this subject because you asked what would improve the contact with us. All of these things will. Reading a book outside would be a great way to spend one of the hours each day where you could be in nature, away from screens, and still expand in one of your more basic desired ways. You could also practice music or learn to draw in a similar way. Thank you for this guidance. I am really excited to be making these changes for the better. I am so thrilled that I am now connecting with you and that this contact will strengthen. I do want to improve in these ways for the betterment of myself, my path, and the assistance that I can be of to humanity. We wish you the best and look forward to talking to you next time.